and welcome back to the It's Time podcast. Like
Together at the same time.
Yeah. Should we do it? Like, I think that should be the new thing. Ready? Hello.
Oh, there was no... You just
I know,
said ready.
But it doesn't have to be, like, perfect, you know? Like, so we can be kind of off. But, you know what I mean?
Okay, I'm stressed.
You know, like, let's just do it.
Hello and welcome back to the It's Time podcast.
I'm Mariah.
Oh, you didn't say I had to say my name,
Do you want me to do the rest of the intro?
I do.
So we just say that, and then I go, I'm Mariah, and that bitch is Kaylee.
Yeah, there it is.
And welcome to the show. Yeah, fun. I think it was good the way it was.
Oh, wow.
Don't you?
Good job.
Oh, no.
That was my right hand. That was pretty good for a right-handed high five.
Wow, mine was my left hand.
Wow.
I was just listening to a podcast where they were talking about how, like, it's so weird when you think about, like, our friendship in the beginning and now. And, like, I feel like we were so different when we met, and now we say the same things.
And now we're literally
at the same time.
Clones.
And I was like, oh, yeah, wow. It's so accurate when you have a friend
slowly
that you
just, like,
hang out with
together. Meld.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a word.
And you can totally tell when you meet best friends that are, like, best friends.
Yeah.
You guys are really alike. It's almost like you're like, you guys kind of look alike when they don't look alike at all. You know? Like, people say that about us sometimes.
People say we look, well, I guess
There was that
that's
one situation where, like, he asked if we were sisters. Were you there when he asked? It was at that party. One of the guys, he was like,
last weekend?
sisters. Oh, the one we were talking to about living in other places. And I was like, no, we're not sisters. Do we look alike? Because I don't think we look alike at all.
I don't think we look alike either.
Like, we just don't.
I also don't think we sound alike.
No.
And
but
your ex thinks we sound alike.
That's true. Or, like, would get our whoever's talking mixed up. Like, who is that? I feel like we have very different voices.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We are one.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, sir.
Please, sir. May I have some more?
May I have some?
Un cornetto, per favore. Keely's really... That was Italian, but yes.
I know, it was Italian. You do good. I could tell the difference in accent, too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
With Italian, you're more like, but I was like, did we already say this? But it's because we went live while we were cooking.
Oh, yeah.
And at first, Kaylee was like, I'm going to try to just speak Spanish. For the rest of the night, she's trying to learn Spanish.
Then she started talking to me about the tube. I don't know how to say tube.
Well, I was just like, okay, like, bet. I'm just going to go about my night how I normally would.
And I was like, la derecha.
And then it didn't last long.
Did not last long.
Yeah.
But
Languages
I'm
are
definitely
hard.
much more comfortable with Spanish than I am
With French.
With French.
I probably am
people.
too. I probably am too, honestly.
And Italian, honestly. But Italian also is so
Spanish.
similar to Spanish.
I think, like,
but
Spanish is
I
just,
like to say some of it is just my heritage. It's just coming more naturally.
the ancestors are coming through. Yeah, I think because, like, started learning Spanish in kindergarten. It's like a lot of the basics.
Even from then,
stuff.
you know some like really little.
But French
stuff.
The only words I knew in French were
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Yeah, cul-de-sac. Isn't that French?
Is it? I mean, I guess I would
It
believe
is. Croissant. Bonjour. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
And then,
Ooh la la.
so I just started learning French. I don't know when I first started. Like and I took a break, but I had done it before that. I don't know. But it's just newer is what my point is in my brain. So my brain is having a harder time latching on.
Scientifically, if you're past the age of 7,
not my fault anyway.
it ain't gonna stick.
It ain't gonna stick.
It's not that it won't stick, but it's like a zillion times harder. Like your brain's just not built for it anymore.
For some reason, in the corner of my eye, you look like what are those in Greece? What the girls called?
In Greece?
Greece.
Oh, in Greece.
What are the girls called?
What are the girls called in Greece?
Don't they have like a name for their group?
What are you talking about?
In
what
Greece.
Group? Are you just talking about girls generally?
In the movie musical.
Oh, like Grease Lightning.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Grease, like The place. I was like, I need more specifics.
Oh, I was like,
a pink lady.
Pink lady, yeah. For like in the corner of my eye, like not the corner of my eye, my peripheral. All I see is like black and a pink jacket, which I don't even know if it's actually pink.
Nope.
But it looks pink right now in the lighting, and all I can see is black, and then your hair up, and it feels very like pink ladies over there.
I think the hair up with the bangs.
Yeah, you could totally be a pink lady right now.
Beauty school dropout.
Isn't it crazy that what's her name was supposed to be in high school? The one that gets like has the pregnancy scare or whatever.
Yes. Oh my God, what's her name?
Rizzo.
Rizzo.
She literally looks like a 40-year-old woman. And actually,
and Kaneki, the guy that got her pregnant.
Yeah. No, honestly, all of them. Like if you look back into like, even when we were growing up, like the kids don't. Well, actually, no. I think when we were growing up more so than the old days. Like I feel like older movies, the high schoolers didn't look like high schoolers.
No.
I think Disney Channel has gotten better at that. They like actually look young. Or maybe when we were young, I didn't think of them as being so young because they were my peers, and now I'm like, those are kids.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Anyways.
This tangent.
Yeah, we've tanged before we've even begun.
It's a new record. Do you have any catch-ups?
Guy asked me out on a date.
Yeah, share with the group.
There's not a whole lot to share.
I know.
Well, I guess this is a catch-up. I'm back on the apps.
That is a catch-up. You've talked about this.
Yeah, I have talked about it a lot.
I'm back on the apps.
But here's like
she's back on the apps.
Here's my issue is I think more often than not I download the apps because I'm like, oh, I want attention.
Yeah.
But then my anxious attachment could never just be there for the attention. So then I like start to get picky and, picture futures. And
Today we're going to talk about being alone.
The art of being alone.
The art of being alone. Do you feel like you've really achieved this? Developed this skill?
I think I excel at this skill. Mm-hmm. This is like my jam. I've been using that expression so much lately. I was with my grandparents the other day, and I said it like 3 times in one conversation. And they were like, why do you keep saying that? What does that even mean? I was like, I'm pretty sure this came from older generations.
I think it is like an old...
She's like, what do you mean? Like, you don't like that jam? Like, I don't know, Grandma. I'm
tired, Grandpa.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. But yeah, we were talking about it yesterday of how... Well, we were talking specifically about going to the movies, because I think that's my favorite being alone in public thing. Mm. And we were talking about why it's so fun to have an alone in public activity, because most of the time you're alone at home.
Right.
It's not cool.
Intentional.
It's not like fulfilling. Yeah, it's not intentional. Yeah. I like that word. It's like, well,
I like that word.
Home alone. I'm lame. I could be with other
yeah,
people.
When you live alone, it's like, no shit. Like,
yeah.
You come home from work, like, yeah.
Me, myself, and I again.
This isn't alone. It's like
accidental alone time. It's
yeah, accidental alone time. There you go.
So there's like that, I don't know, 10% of the time when you're at home and you're like being really intentional about it, of like, oh, I'm gonna play my music and like drink a glass of wine and cook, or like take a fun shower, or sit and read and light a candle or whatever, But most of the time it's just, oh, well, I'm alone. Yeah. Because I'm alone, and that's the reality.
Those times hit hard.
They do hit real hard. Hence back on the apps.
That's why that's why when you do those intentional times, it's like, I just feel so close to myself. Like, it's like an intimate moment with yourself.
Yeah, and I'm always like, wow, I'm so cool. Yeah. Like, I love me.
Main character energy.
And that's the best feeling, to be like, wow, I just genuinely enjoy my own company. Like, I'm so fun.
I do too, honestly. Like, I love being alone. Well, we're both introverts, right?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm an introverted extrovert.
You're an introverted extrovert, and I'm an extroverted introvert. So, well, I guess if you have introvert in you at all, it's like you need that recharge. And I think I've had a lot of conversations with people in the group too of like, this is like a common feeling for a lot of people. So I think taking those recharge times and like making them special is really great. So yeah, we were talking about the movies, and you've been doing that for a long time, right? It's been like your tradition for a while.
Yeah, probably like a year and a half now. Hi. And I just think it's so fun. Like, you can go all scrubby if you want, and you're like, yeah, I'm just getting out of the house.
Yeah.
I'm going to go sit in a theater. Or you could, like, really make it a thing and be like, yeah, I'm going to be that cool girl that, like, is dressed all cute and, like, walks into the movie theater alone.
Yeah, and, like, if anyone is like, God, I don't feel comfortable, like, doing things alone, like, no one is looking at you thinking, loser, why are you alone? Like, I promise you, no one is thinking that.
If anything...
So don't...
Yeah. I mean, I'm only speaking from my own perspective, but if anything, I think the opposite.
Yeah,
I see someone out in public doing something on their own, I'm like, damn, you're cool.
Yeah. Well, just, like, is a level of confidence that exudes that energy. Because a lot of people do find it hard to do things alone. Like, I love my favorite alone time, intentional alone time. I feel like we're doing like round table or something. My favorite is
tell us your name, your sign, and your favorite intentional alone time.
Your favorite intentional. Honestly, I really like that question.
It is a good question.
I'm gonna put that in my back pocket.
In my back pocket.
Is going to like some type of dive bar or just like a bar with like outside seating, sitting outside and like being alone, or sitting at the bar alone, or like if it's a nice day, sitting on their outside area just by yourself with like a book.
Excuse you.
I just love, and like get some food, get a drink.
Like, it's like I don't airport need to talk energy
to anyone.
Oh my God.
I love not having to talk to anyone, but also doing something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing my activity.
I think that's a great example of, like, especially when you're sitting at the bar, I feel like no one is.
Yeah, if anything, that you have to be careful if you're going, like, out at night and you sit alone at a bar, because a lot of people take that as an invitation.
Yeah.
That you're there looking to meet someone. Like, because that is what people do to meet people. So, that's why it's, like, the best to go at, like, happy hour. Because then you're just like, I had a day at work. I'm just going to get happy hour.
Yeah.
We have been doing our happy hours enough now to where we are on a first name basis with the bartender.
Woo!
And that was just like a level we wanted to get to. Like, I think in a few weeks she'll know my drink.
Yeah.
Because I've been getting the same thing. Wait, no, last time I didn't.
No, you switched it up last time.
Because they didn't have the Pilsner. But I was curious to see what people thought. And so I like put up on Instagram, do you prioritize alone time? And 71% said yes.
I was really impressed
definitely.
By the
71%
poll
of people. I don't know how many people it was, but in total. And then only 4% no, I hate being alone. So I think a lot of people, I don't know if it's like you're getting older and you like realize that it's vital to your self-care routine and your mental health to have that alone time. And then I think you also like don't hate yourself as much as you did when you were a teen.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't like myself, you know? It was like, ugh, you're the enemy almost. And then
I don't want to be alone with you.
Yeah, what the fuck? And then you get older, and I think hopefully you start to learn how to love yourself and appreciate. You're like, wait, I kind of like this about myself. Wait, this is kind of cool. Okay, you like become more confident. The amount of times I've heard, until your 30s, you don't really like know who you are. Like. Fully or whatever. Like Anne Hathaway.
We were just watching.
Anne Hathaway just said this in an interview. She said she didn't feel confident in her body until she was in her 40s.
Yeah. And what were we watching that was like, you're not even a person until you're 30?
Oh, we did see something.
God, what was that? It wasn't Fall Guy.
Was it Idea of You?
Yes.
It might have been.
When she was like at drinks with her friends or something. They were like at someone's
talking
house.
About how young he was, and she was like, I wasn't even a person until yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So we saw Idea of You. Wait, really quick. We'll talk about it.
Oh, my God.
And then 25% said I'm working on it. Give me ideas. So we'll talk about Idea of You, and then we'll talk about some ideas.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was really good. And
like,
if you are a fangirl,
if you've ever read fan fiction,
like the two of us,
it was like if 16-year-old us,
oh my God,
were here.
Oh my God.
Which I guess they're still within us, but
yeah, she's not too far away.
She's close to the surface at this point. Yeah. It would be, yeah. I mean, that is exactly what I wanted and I dreamt about happening with Justin Bieber. Like, being in the crowd and he, like, sees you and then, like, dedicates a song to you.
Like, that's
and then,
why
like,
you shave before concerts when you're 13 years old.
Yeah. Also, I'm sorry, but how did she get back? Like, I understand she's VIP, but she's able to just walk into the biggest Superstars trailer.
I know.
Like...
Yeah, she was upset.
But in defense of the film, those are the scenarios that I'd make up in my head. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I got backstage. I just did.
Yeah. It was really good. Like, really good.
Yeah.
Like, I already watched it again last night.
You tell me that. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be in the mix for sure.
Fall Guy, too.
Oh, yeah, Fall Guy. Oh, I loved Fall Guy. I was thinking it was just going to be like, you know, there's different reasons you can be excited to see a movie. You can be excited to see, like, cinema. You could be excited to see, like, a favorite actor of yours, and maybe you don't even really know what the movie is about, but you're like, well, they're in it, so I'm going to love it. Or you're like, what did you call it yesterday? A popcorn movie. Or it's like, you know, this isn't going to be, like, the biggest movie ever. It's not a huge deal. It's not cinema. But, like, I think it's going to be a good movie.
It's going to be, like, entertaining.
And I liked it even more than I thought I was going to like it. He's so funny.
So good.
I was telling everyone really like his voice.
Go get the poster. This is important. This is important. So, let me get into place. So,
you're going to hand me a free poster.
We did go to Bottomless Mimosas before we went to Fall Guy.
We did do that.
I'll just preface it like that. And then we gardened a bit. Mm-hmm. And then we went to Fall Guy. And so by the time we were, like, in there, I was, like, feeling pretty good.
I was feeling great.
Vibes were great.
Immaculate.
I had a free drink, and I didn't even know I had a free drink until she was like, no, you have a free drink. And I already had gotten it, so I fully thought I was paying for it.
Yeah, you were like, I thought she was, like, giving it to us for free on the low or something.
I was like, wait, do I still need to pay? I was like, did I already pay? Like, did I miss it? Did I forget? She's like, you had a free drink. So we go to the ticket person, and he was like, or Kaylee was like, are these posters free or something? Or did he say, are you guys giving out these posters? Because they were just sitting on and he was like, yeah. And we took them too. We were so excited. Like, we were like, oh my God, we got free posters. This is so exciting.
And now we're like, and then where do I put this poster?
The movie ended, and we sobered up. And then we were like, wait, what are we even going to fucking do with these?
Yeah, what do I do with this poster?
Like, I loved it.
I'm going to keep it.
And I'm going to keep it too. And I love the poster, actually. I think it's a great poster. But, like, do I want that on my bedroom wall? No.
I love him.
But yeah, so I guess we did have more catch-ups than we said. But let's talk about...
But it ties back into alone time. Well, we were alone together. That's not the same.
Together. We're going to talk about ideas on how to master the art of being alone.
It really ties into, if you haven't listened to our Romanticizing Life episode, they very much.
There are a lot of ideas in there, huh? Go listen to that after this.
After this? Go listen to that.
Maybe I'll link it in the description so it's easy to find. I don't know if I'll remember. We'll see.
We'll find out.
If you look, it might not be there. I don't know.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise!
I told you.
Anyways.
Disculpe.
Okay, so ideas.
let's just start with our go-to ways of being alone, which we already kind of said.
Go to the movies.
Go to the movies. It's so great.
And you don't have to talk. Like, the scariest part is walking in and buying the things you need. And then if you're, like, nervous about people perceiving you or whatever, you're in a dark theater. So
and if you're, like, really stressed over that, you could buy the ticket on your phone and then just scan it and
then just go. Yeah. And then don't buy any food. Bring your own food.
Even though
that's a made-up rule. You can bring whatever you want into the movie theater. It does not matter.
It's just frowned upon.
I brought myself a little container of charcuterie once.
Yeah.
Actually, one time I brought my full dinner because for whatever reason I was running late.
Yeah, one time I took a full box of, like, Red Robin to go. It was, like, in the container and everything.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
Yeah, we should do that.
We should do that just for fun. If you're someone like me who, like, enjoys cooking, but during the week it feels like a chore, it's a good way to, like, again, you just romanticize it. Like, put on your favorite, like, album, listen to like some ABBA, some One Directions.
I love playing, like, Italian cooking
music.
Or,
like, whatever
and I'm like,
vibe
I'm
you're
in
going
Europe
for.
right now.
Ooh, sometimes,
you know what
like,
I want to get?
The Rat Pack.
Is, like, an apron that I really like. And then, like, fully get into it.
I've been literally looking for aprons for so long.
A really cute one.
Very
Rachel Green. You know?
Maybe I'll find an apron in Europe. That's easy to pack.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because I literally have been on the hunt, but nothing feels right. But yeah, pour yourself a little glass of whatever you like poppy, wine, soda, mixed drink, I don't know, martini.
Water over ice in a wine glass.
Literally, sometimes all you need is the fun glass.
Yeah, truly.
And then blare your music and, like, make something fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
You can even, like, put on your favorite movie or something while you cook, too. I sometimes like to do that as well. You could find, like, I've been really wanting to, like, get more into, like, crocheting, anything in that realm of, like, it's crafts, but it's, like, a skill craft. Yeah, and, like, but you have to learn, I guess. But, like, once you learn,
and then it's, like...
And then it's, like, when you are... It's the end of the day, you had, like, a long day at work, you're tired, but, like, you need to do something for your mind. It's like, well, I was just going to lay on the couch and watch TV, and now I'm doing this activity, especially if you're like me and you're, like, super ADHD, and, like, end of the day, it's really hard for me to come down. That's usually why I, like, garden at the end of the day, because I've been like this all day, and, like, I have a really hard time being like, it's time to rest.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, I'll maybe sometimes, like, eat a lot of things because I'm like, I need to do something.
Yeah.
So then, like, if I'm doing something,
it helps,
like,
get you off your phone too. Like, I totally have the dual screen addiction.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be so excited to watch a movie, and then I'll be on my phone half the time.
Yeah. You could also go. You don't have to do, like, a skilled craft. You could also go to, like,
you could get a coloring book.
You could get a coloring book, and go to Michael's and get one of those, like, I literally got, like, a mini one-timer embroidery kit that has all the things you need in it, and it tells you exactly what to do, and you do it one time and you're done. So, like, little things like that I feel like is fun. And then, like, you make the whole thing fun. Like, I'm gonna go to Michael's and go look at the crafts and, like, I don't know.
It's literally about making every step of it fun. Like, light your favorite candle, play your favorite music, play your favorite show or movie.
Garden.
Yeah, gardening's always good. I'm very rarely in the mood for it. I think I did it a lot during COVID, and I think it's just one of those things that when you find yourself with lots of time, all of a sudden it sounds so appealing. But when I don't have a lot of free time, it's not, like, at the top of my list. I like to be consuming media, which is annoying. But, well, I guess it's still consuming media. But, like, gardening and then just laying on the floor and listening to music. Like, actually listening
consuming
to
music,
music.
Or media in a different way, though. That's, like, spiritual meditation. That's meditation.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. It's your form of meditation.
Yeah. Oh.
And it's
gardening optional.
You are using your brain more when you're just, like, you're not intaking through all of your senses. You're, like, focusing on one.
Any form of, like, showering, bath, like, skincare can be great. Alone time. Again, gardening optional, but it really does elevate the experience.
We love to garden, so what can we say?
Yeah, usually when I really want to, like, embrace whatever I'm doing, I garden.
Yeah, I think it helps you become more intentional. We keep using that word, but it's true. Like, it makes my senses more aware. I'm connected with nature, you know? Close to the earth.
Yeah.
And then everything you're doing is so beautiful.
I know that whatever I'm doing, I'm going to zone into it.
I also feel like
so
time
as long
as
I'm careful not to let other things catch my attention, then it's like, oh, I'm like into this thing that I'm doing.
Yeah, and time goes slower to me.
Yeah.
Just like everything slows down. I think because it calms my anxiety, everything with my anxiety is like double time, you know?
Yeah. You don't feel so fight or flight.
Yeah, and that's why I garden all the time.
What else? Dude, even cleaning. Only when you're in the mood for it. Only when you're in the mood. Specific. When it feels like a chore, it's absolutely not the art of being alone. But when you're in the mood, again, blare your favorite music and just clean. Put on a fun little, like, functional outfit, but that you just, like, feel cute in, like sweatpants and a crop top, or, like, a matching set, or
pretend
shorts with fun socks.
Pretend like you're filming your Sunday Reset TikTok.
Yeah. Going to a park.
Yeah, like getting outside in nature. It's really, like, finding the things that you, like, find bring you joy, that you find connects you to nature. Like, all those positive things, like, what are those activities that come to mind that maybe you would always do those activities, but usually with friends?
Yeah.
Do those same activities by yourself.
And start little. Start with, like, the least scary one, or the one where you're going to be perceived the least. Like, go to a park that's not busy. Or, like, I don't know, go to the movies. Go to a dead dive bar in the middle of the day. And then I feel like for a lot of people, it's like the idea of people perceiving me as a loser is the thing.
Yeah.
But, like, bring your activity, and it helps so much. You're like, no, I'm not a loser sitting alone at the bar. I'm the cool girl sitting here reading.
I'm choosing to be here.
Harry Potter.
Like, I could have.
It makes it clear to other people that it's intentional too.
Yeah. Like, I came here to be alone.
Yeah.
Like, also, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. Leave me alone. I'm busy. I have a task.
Like, if someone comes up to you, be like, no, I actually came here not to talk. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Where do you think that's very cute. Where do you think the whole, like, being alone, I mean, there's so many things it stems from because of, like, humans, but, like, in your, or not your personal life, but your perspective of society, of how we are now with, like, how people view being alone as, like, a negative thing. Like, where did that stem from? Like, in your memory?
I feel like it probably comes from the idea of, which these ideals are so irrelevant now, but there was a time where, like, that was not the life path to be alone.
Yeah.
It was go to school, get married, you know, like, your life was supposed to be attached to another person. So I imagine, especially for women, going out and being alone.
Definitely harder.
It's like, so what's wrong with you? Like, no one's interested in you. You're not dating anyone, or, like,
men being, like, independent and alone is, like, a positive alpha thing, and women being alone is a negative. Because why would you choose?
Yeah.
In my memory, in my lifetime, like, I think, that was my like, on my boob.
I know, I hate that. I don't think he does it on purpose.
I know,
it's like he's just reaching for the closest thing, and it's like, like, that's uncomfortable now.
He's gonna do it. I always think back to, like, when you're growing up, you're really young, you're in elementary school, and, like, lunch, where are you gonna sit? With someone sitting alone, they were like, you're sitting alone? I mean, not me personally, I don't know if I did that, but it, like, societally, like, people just understood that person that's sitting alone is probably weird. Not actually.
Yeah.
But, you know, and can't make friends. Or, like, why don't they have friends? Like, why are they sitting alone? Like, maybe they just genuinely wanted to sit alone. Like, and then I remember my life was dramatic. Let me tell you. My elementary, there would be days where, like, I was sitting alone because, like, there was this huge, like, blow up or something, or people were making fun of me, and I'd sit by myself, and it was this really negative thing. It actually was. You know, like, the reason why I'm alone is because of all this shit.
Yeah.
You know? And then you grow up and you're like, well, I can't be alone because then it's like, I don't have friends or I'm weird or like whatever. I don't know if that's like actually, but when I think back, the farthest I can remember the negative connotation of being alone, it's the fucking cafeteria, which I feel like makes sense. Like the cafeteria,
even like the way your
scary.
parents address it, like I feel like my parents, and I'm not saying this is wrong, I think it's like sweet intention, but like you see a kid sitting alone, you go sit with them.
Right.
What if they just wanted to be alone?
Right. I guess you could ask.
Yeah.
Are you having intentional alone time? I'm actually so proud of so many of the people in the group because the amount of you guys that were like, when someone said, multiple people had said, I was so scared to come to the first one because most people come alone.
They came alone, yeah.
And then they're like, I'm so happy I came alone and I did it. I met so many great people. And like, that would be so hard. I'm not saying, like, it would be hard for me, oh my God, to go to an event where you don't know anyone.
Yeah, we're literally so lucky that we both host them.
Yeah.
So it's like, my security blanket is always there.
Right. And like, if you've never been and you want to come, you don't have to bring someone. Like, come alone. I mean, you don't have to come alone. You can bring someone.
Absolutely bring someone.
There's no like, you should come alone. Like, if you want to bring friends or your partner or whatever, like, definitely do that. But I just think so many people were so afraid of coming alone, and then it was just like a positive experience.
And I think for some people, that's like all you need is just like to do it once. Because I feel like that's what happened with me in the movies. It was like, you weren't here.
Oh, yeah.
And there would be stuff that I just, like, wanted to go see.
Right.
And if it's not a superhero thing, I can't go with my dad.
Superheroes only.
He loves superheroes. So it'd be like, well, I want to see this movie, so I guess I'm just going to, like, go. And then I was like, oh.
This is kind of fun.
This is a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try it once. Do it. Do
it.
Do it. You won't.
I-A-T.
Say it with me now.
I-A-T.
Intentional alone time.
Intentional alone time.
Yeet, yeet. Skirt.
My what's it called? Emotional support cat has anxiety.
No, literally, my emotional support animal needs an emotional support human.
For like a stint of time when my cat was going through some health things, we were both on the same medication. We were both on Prozac at the same time. Like, here's your Prozac, honey.
Cheers.
Like, oh my God. Is there anything else you want to add?
I don't think so. I think we touched on the important stuff.
He just wants me to do this. I'm hungry, so let's wrap.
Let's wrap it up.
I'm
like kind of hungry where like so many different things sound good.
I know, me too, actually. Well, thank you for watching or listening to the It's Time podcast. I'm Mariah. That is Kaylee. New episodes every Wednesday. Follow us on Instagram at Portland Girls, Gays, and Theys to join the group. And TikTok at itstimepod. It's really fun over there, too.
It's really fun over there.
It's really fun over there.
Enjoy your intentional alone time.
Yeah, tell us about it. DM the Instagram and tell us how it went.